What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. So, I wanted to sit on this. I wasn't going to do anything about Lil Wayne. You know, the last time he made statements, I did a video on it. And um, I've been over him since I ever even knew he existed on the earth. For me, the story isn't so much about him, it's about you. You listening to me now. I'm a very educated, highly intelligent human being who seeks knowledge, who is able to understand and perceive all sorts of things. I speak three languages. I play four instruments. I've lived all over the country. I interact with all sorts of dialects and accents every single damn day. I'm a musician, an entertainer, a dancer. I taught dance for years. All of that. And I love all types of music across all spectrums. I don't care what it is. If it's good, I like it. But good isn't mean I decide it's good. Good is it hits me and it's undeniable. It's just good. It's just good. I never seek out music because somebody else is listening to it or because it's the latest trend and I feel like I'm supposed to be listening to that. And when it comes to my people, I think many of you, because you only get two choices in this, either you are completely ignorant, completely feckless, completely, without any intellectual capacity at all, or it's a choice. But either way, that doesn't make what this asshole puts out anything of any. And I hear this word genius being applied to him. Every time I hear that, I go into shock, into diabetic shock. I nearly slip into a diabetic coma when I hear that. I know genius. I've stood before people who are genius. This is a piece of shit. There's nothing profound about anything that he does. And just to be sure, I went back before I decided to go ahead and do this video. In fact, yesterday, and I was sitting on the toilet and everything. And I go, let me just listen to some of this asshole's music. I've done it before. Long before I ever started doing YouTube videos, I'm like, what is the rage around this dude? What is the rage? What is it? Let me hear whatever it is, and I've put myself in every predicament. Just let me see how any person approaching this would find something here that is somehow different. There's nothing there. Nothing. LL Cool J is a very good rapper. I like a lot of his stuff. You see? To me, the Chronic album with the damn marijuana leaf on it, one of the best albums ever produced. Whether it been hip hop or country or fucking classical, it doesn't matter. Music. You understand? Music. Music is not music unless it provokes something powerful in you. The connection between you and it is the magic. Now, anybody could put noise out, and most of the music out now is just that. It's not worthy to be called music. It's just noise. It's just noise. You get that and like an Excedrin or an Advil or some shit and have at it. There's nothing about this dude. And I've talked to many people over the years. Say, why do you like Lil Wayne? What's going on? What's with his music? And nobody can articulate anything that is civilized. It's much like when you ask the Christian, why are you a Christian? And they stand there. See? When something doesn't have any merit, there are no words to describe it. You have to come up with some shit. Because when something has merit, it flies off the tongue like that. Off the heart, the tongue, and the spirit. Boom. Boom. I always say to anybody, you meet anybody, you say, what do you want to be in life? Or, what are you doing? Or something like that. I meet brothers all the time say, I'm going to be a rapper. I say, and then after they say that, then I usually let about 5 minutes pass where we talk about something else. They don't know it's coming. And then I go, I want to go back to something. I go, I'm going to give you 3 seconds. But today I'm feeling 5. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds. And I'm going to ask you a question. And as soon as I finish asking the question, you got 5 seconds to answer it. I go, now you say you want to be a rapper, right? Yeah. Okay, tell me now why you want to be a rapper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're still standing there. And I always tell them, you're not a rapper and you're not going to be a rapper. You won't be. You won't. I'm telling you, you won't be. If you can't articulate it, you can't be it. If I have young brothers that I'm standing with and I just walk up to groups of them all the time, I need to start filming some of this shit. It's brilliant. But I say to them, tell me your definition. I go, are you a man? Especially if they got like a little beard or something happening. They're like, 18, 19 or something. They think they're grown now. You see what I'm saying? You're like, you're a man. You think you're a man, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I'm a man. I'm a man. Okay. I do a little 5-minute thing and I come back. Now, you said you were a man, all right? I want you to tell me in 5 seconds, I want you to tell me why you are a man. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I stop the clock. You're not a man. Because anything that you can't articulate, you can't be it. You can't. That's one of my firm rules in life. If you can't say it, you can't be it. Because it's not a part of you. It's not a part of you. It's not. This piece of shit will be dead inside of 5 years, I proclaim. Within 5 years, he will be dead. And no one will care. It won't be like Tupac. I listen to Tupac's music. I hear it. There's something in there for me. It's something for everybody. All I hear from this piece of shit is a bunch of mumbling. Nothing ironic. There's no lines that he's putting together that I couldn't put together my damn self. They claim that this his guesswork on this, well, at least in this ABC, this Nightline piece, they were citing that song with Cash Money, Bling Bling. And so I went back, actually listened to the song, the full song again. It's a great song. It's got a jingle to it. It's just, it works. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be telling me about the future of the earth or anything. Sometimes it's like Lil Kim's Jump Off. It's just a good jingle. It's a good song. It's got a beat. It's got a nice lyric over it, and you just shake your ass. Done. But don't give me that it's brilliant and that it's genius and it's somehow profound and it should be studied by all the great sciences of the world and shit. You feel me? So I listened to this Bling Bling. And the song was doing just fine before he came in with his bullshit. And when he came in, it was like the last bit, it meant nothing. It meant nothing. But it also says to me, Jedi, if people are finding something like this asshole and shit that comes out of his mouth to be somehow profound, we've got a deep, deep mental psychosis going on. A major psychosis. Everybody that listens to his fucking music should be on a fucking pill. And watched and monitored closely. What I see is a retarded, molested little boy who is physically ugly to himself. He believes that. Doesn't matter if I think it. He believes he is physically ugly. And so he just went to the extreme. I'll just mark up everything. That's self-hate. The more I mark up my face, no one will see my face. And I'll overcompensate for my fucking bucktooth overbite by putting in grills. That'll work. But actually, when you look at him before he did all of this satanic transformation shit, he was actually a cute little kid. Meek, and he wasn't going to be winning any modeling awards. Let's not go too far. All right, let's tap down. You see? But again, he wasn't unsightly. Now he's unsightly. Do you understand me? And why I didn't want to just jump out there, because I wasn't going to do anything on it. Plus, I always tell you, I know certain stories are going to be evolving and shifting and moving, and I'm not going to be sitting here doing 56 fucking videos on one goddamn story. So the Jedi waits. Now, at the moment I'm doing this video, the fucking interviews happen. Everybody's had their say. We've got other backstory shit, and the bitch has apologized. Now the story's over. Now the Jedi can speak on it. So, also, shout out to Terry Smith, one of the troops. That also sort of provoked me. Yeah, I said, you're going to do something about this. And I was getting it from different people. And I don't know. Damn it. I'm over this dude. I don't need to say anything about him. All right. But then I saw Terry was asking. I was like, okay, well, that's carries weight, And then it was one of my sisters. I can't call her name. Damn it. Takia Joseph. Katia Joseph. I know I'm fucking up her name. I apologize, sister. But she sent me this. And there was little Wendy. There she was. When the whole Donald Sterling thing broke off. And she was talking about how, I bust my ass every night, and if I was one of the Clippers, I would have walked out. He was saying the right things. But one has to wonder, why was he saying that then, and then something else to Shannon Sharp on the ESPN show, and then something else on Nightline, Shout out to the one LVZ, because VZ did, I loved your video, VZ. VZ don't play around, he just gets right to the fucking point. But I loved his video. He just showed a clip of this asshole somewhere on stage talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Like all affirmatively and shit. Like that's all VZ played. And he just like looked at the camera like one LVZ. Like I don't need to say shit else. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Really, nigga? So why is he vacillating on this issue? That's why I say he's going to be dead in 5 to 10 years. Now, he's already brain dead, all right? We're seeing agitation on stage, all right? We know he's drinking some sort of acetaminophen out of his cup, along with marijuana, and God knows what else he's doing. You understand what I'm saying? This is not the arbiter of what's going on. But again, it goes back to you, because I suggest to you, the only reason why there's been an apology, and I just heard that from a video that Boyce Watkins did, Dr. Boyce Watkins. There's only been an apology for this dude, and it wasn't really an apology. He claimed that the interviewer pissed him off, and You see, but he also has little dick syndrome, everybody. This is a real thing. I'm telling you, this is a real thing. You see what I'm saying? So on top of everything he's dealing with, the intellectual inferiority, this, I feel bad for brothers with little ones. I just do. I just do. This dude, because he has to be in great depression because, but for the fact that he's been able to pull off, that he's been sort of uh, put before you as some sort of a amazing artist, because I know 80 niggas, we all do right now, individually. I don't have to meet you and be where you live. All of us know at least 20 dudes that can rap like this piece of shit right here. Everybody does. We all know them. You see? But like, what was it, last year sometime? There was this video of some little rapper that these white executives had in the fucking one of their boardrooms. I guess they're going to putting him on, and he's in there acting like a fucking complete clown. It was hard to watch. I think I might have done a video about it. But they decide. They decide. You see? What's going to be on and what's not. And then they try and sell you this thing as if he's like Michael Jackson. Well, Lil Wayne's been doing music since he was like 14. No, the fuck he hasn't. He was jacking off and picking his ass. That's what he was doing. All right? No, let's not act like he's some prodigy, like he's this amazing. Because if you're amazing, it goes across the earth. Everybody feels it. You don't have to even want to see the sight of Michael Jackson, and you will worship on his music. You don't have to even want to see the sight of Tupac, and you will worship on his music. I could keep going. This dude doesn't evoke that in anybody. Because the people that do, their audiences look a certain way. All these fucking rappers, you watch any of their concert tours, all you see is fucking white people in the audience. That's it. He's brilliant to white people because they can't do a fucking thing that we can do. I would be amazing to white people. I'm amazing to white people. I have to do a goddamn thing. Shit. You see what I'm saying? All I have to do is be. Just be. Because they can't do a fucking thing we can do. So he's amazing it's Lil Wayne. He's amazing. Lil Wayne. He's fucking, what is he, 40? How old is this asshole? Where's my phone at? God damn it. How old is Lil Wayne?
According to Wikipedia, Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., known professionally as Lil Wayne, is an American hip-hop
Okay, he's 34.
and author from New Orleans, Louisiana.
He's 34 years old. 34. Don't try and put him like Michael. Michael was genius at 9. Do you understand? We have the tape to prove it. There he was, hibby hibby baby, hibby hibby baby, and dancing like fucking, dancing circles around James Brown already, and doing it all, huh? Nothing brilliant about this piece of shit. Do you understand me? Nothing. Nothing. And anybody out there that's a fucking fan of this asshole, you are a bigger piece of shit as he is. Period. I said it. So we see this waffling back and forth. He says one thing to the ESPN people. He says one thing on the stage, that the thing that VZ shared. Then my sister shared this with me, where there she is, little Wendy, there she is. All right, in her fucking nautical fucking, I can't even. The shirt is hideous. All right, very feminine. All right. This is a sad human being. You see? Sad, because he understands that but for the fact he had not been pumped up as this amazing it, there ain't nobody he gonna be able to get. You see what I'm saying? Not really. He would just be another nigga out there in the street, gang banging, or trying to deal with his own self-hatred in some other way. You definitely wouldn't be in the company of certain women because you don't look a certain way. That's just real. You understand? How tall is this asshole? Uh, how tall is Lil Wayne?
According to Wikipedia,
The bitch is 5'5". I'm over it.
known professional.
Now, my wife, Janet Jackson, so I'm saying, is 5'5". Oprah Winfrey is 5'5". All right? And I've been in the room with both of those women. So, this 5'5" is it's not the shortest thing, but you a dude and you 5'5". You see what I'm saying? And he's skinny frame. He got a little fucking dick. This is a little dick ass, ugly ass fucking gorilla, piranha, fucking, night chopper looking ass. He is just not. You see, I can't, dude. So it doesn't matter how much fame you have and money. He has to still look at himself in the mirror every day. He's not sophisticated. So when he's sitting up there on the fucking Nightline thing, he's got a record executive. He's got some publicist, some white devil ass voice that has been telling him, and trust me, there's been meetings about it, because there's a lot of money being made on him, that you need to distance yourself from this Black Lives Matter thing. And y'all niggas that ain't fucking Muslims, you chase this fucking life like it's your asshole. And money is your God, just like it's this white devil's. That's why you're the last one to make a sacrifice. Not willing to die for any cause. Not willing to give up lose your job, lose your house, lose shit. Nah. First thing you do, I can't lose my so-and-so. No faith. So he's just like that too. He's already made all the fucking money in the world. You see? But greed. Greed. You see? Greed. This is why Allah says to the Muslim, you don't engage in games of chance and risk. You see this play out on Deal or No Deal. They come in there broke as shit, ain't got a damn. 5 minutes later, you're turning down $50,000. No deal. Because you went from, you would have been glad to get a fucking corner of a crumb cake to arrogance now. Oh, it's not good enough. You see? How much is this asshole worth? What is Lil Wayne's net worth?
The net worth of Lil Wayne is $150 million, according to some information I found on the
Now, he's $150 million. In today's money, that ain't no damn money. Huh? It's more money than you and I will ever see. But it ain't no money. You see? Mariah Carey, how long has Mariah Carey been in the game? Mariah Carey is worth like $400 million or $550 million. This asshole, they want you to believe he's been at it since he's fucking 14 or whatever it is. And you only got $150 million to show for it? He's a sad story waiting to happen too financially. Like what happens to all black artists. Huh? Let's find out how much Celine Dion is worth. How much... Wait. What is Celine Dion's net worth?
$400 million. According to
Celine Dion, $400 million. She ain't carrying no gun. She ain't threatening nobody. And she ain't been doing it since she was 14. And if she had, she's got $400 million to show for the shit. And she's the biggest selling female artist of all fucking time. That's over Mariah and goddammit Whitney too. Everybody. We don't have to like it. Those are the facts. Biggest selling female artist ever in the history of the world is Celine Dion. Note that statistic. It's numbers, not up for argument. So, goddamn it, Raven Simone is worth more than this trick. Hmm. Let's find out what Raven is worth. What is Raven Simone's net worth?
The net worth of Raven Simone is $45 million.
Okay, take that back. She only got 45. Strike that. Strike that. But still, that's 45. Shit. And she's a Disney girl. You see what I'm saying? So let's put this in perspective, everybody. Everybody's putting up like he's this amazing mega god, rich beyond means, and he's not. Jay-Z, Beyonce has more money than this trick. You see what I'm saying? But he's not brilliant, and he does not speak for any black person at all. He is a confused, drunk, drugged out, pathetic thing. That's what he is. And there he was on fucking Nightline, and that was all a gimmick too. Oh, let's get Lil Wayne in here. And then he attacked the sister that's sitting up there. Like, not these cameras, you. See what I'm saying? I'm a black man. And that grin is so fucking minstrel, I can't even. Like, he already has the black face on. All you gotta do is put the red bow tie on him and that fucking suit. And let him, and the top hat. He already looks like that. Any of those minstrel characters you see and shit, that's Lil Wayne. That's him. That's him. That's him. He has a teenage daughter. She might be an adult now. I don't know. Last time I saw her, she was a teenager. All right. And he's up there talking about my bitches. But you have a daughter. This isn't shame on Lil Wayne. This is shame on Lil Wayne and yo black ass too. Because even as I speak, you will not destroy your fucking Lil Wayne CD. You won't do it. Or take his songs out of your fucking phone. You won't do it. You won't. You won't. You're just as pathetic as him. It's all y'all ass. You see? But somebody's got to him and said, we need to put something on this because they watch trends. You see? They see what's going on and they count it in dollars and cents. And somebody said we need to put some sort of a cap on this because we're losing sales. Even though white folks buy all the fucking hip hop music in this bitch. It's not black folks. The largest percentage of hip hop music, I think the number is 70 to 80%, is bought by fucking white devil ass kids. It ain't even us that's buying the shit. But they want that extra margin. Because those margins do equal millions. Millions. So they are trying to save the margins. Plus, he's done a few television commercials. He's not marketable to certain products, especially if black folks aren't accepting him, which we don't. We shouldn't. One look at him, you go, I don't fucking accept that dude. No fucking way. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Get that shit out of here. I'm a black man. That's a white man over there filming me. I'm rich. You're not rich. You see? You have a coin. I told you guys. Go back and watch my earliest videos. When I did, oh my God. The video I did about Beats by Dre. I did the thing on Magic Johnson. I mean, come on. One of the things that I shared is I tried to help you understand the difference in rich and wealth. Rich is you have grills in your fucking mouth and you're wearing all your fucking net worth around your neck and in your mouth. Wealthy is you have a fucking G6 and you fly off to Africa whenever you want to, like Oprah. You understand? That's wealth. We have holdings and land. You see what I'm saying? All that kind of shit. This is a nigga that's just buying expensive bottles of Cristal and shit. And cars and all of it. People that are wealthy don't show their wealth. They don't. It's like the Muslim and the Christian. The Christian is knocking on everybody's goddamn door. They got 400,000 denominations of that fucking lie. 400,000 denominations. That's not a made up number. And they're knocking on everybody's door. They love Christ. Though none of them live his life. But they love Christ. Meanwhile, the Muslim is not knocking on anybody's door. And Islam is the fastest growing religion on the earth, outpacing everything around it. When you're wealthy, you don't need to proclaim it from the mountaintop. Truth is, it don't have to be propagated, sold. So this little twit means nothing. He's ignorant. He won't remember, if he ever sobers up, he won't remember his success. And I think in the moments that he's had some clarity, it's been moments like this where he talked about the Donald Sterling thing. And even then, it looks like somebody was off camera, sort of probably had already had a talk with somebody off camera. And they just decided to film this real quick. You see? But we saw his true incarnation when he's sitting up there on ESPN talking to Shannon Sharp and then them. You can't be that detached. Especially if you're a songwriter. Some of the most ignorant people on earth. But if you're a songwriter, you're drawing from inspiration on everything around you. Everything. That's where creativity comes from. You understand? Especially when it comes to music. Because music is so connected to the human soul. It just is. It just is. And it ain't that gospel bullshit. Christians always kill me. They think I don't listen to secular music. When all that fucking gospel shit ain't nothing but fucking secular music with somebody screaming Jesus every 10 minutes in it. That's all it is. That's all it is. You see? Whitney Houston's best album is Your Love Is My Love. Because Whitney had pain in that album. Every song, you just put it on and let it play. Done. You don't need to change it. You don't need to check it. You don't need to do anything. It's her best album. And she never looked more amazing. Can I just say that? Your Love Is My Love. That is Whitney's ultimate album. Period. And I will fight you in the street. I'll do it. Because Whitney had pain. You see, but it has to be, music has to be drawn on something. Has to be drawn on something. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, some of the greatest producers we've ever seen on earth. When Janet first went to Minneapolis to do what everybody thinks is her first album, which Control was not her first album. It was just her first highly successful album. She went to Minneapolis. She was there for several weeks. And she's like, when are we going to start working on the album? And they're like, we've already been working on the album since you got here. That album reflected everything that she said and did, the stories that she told, everything. That's her in that album. That's her. They had to draw on something. So you don't tell me that you're from fucking New Orleans, you're 34 years old, and a gremlin, had to get that in, and you are a rapper, and you always trying to find inspiration. Watching the news, reading a newspaper, listening to people, stuff. You got to have something. And you only have 34 years of life experience. So that's not somebody that's like 50. So you have to draw inspiration from something. And you aren't by yourself. Niggas in your crew are going to jail or have been locked up or got family members is locked up or somebody's been shot by the police or arrested or some shit. So you know what's going on. Don't come up. Then she asked him the question. He was like, what is that? I'm not sure. What? I'm sorry. What? Like, where the fuck am I? I know I'm on Gremlin Land, but what? Huh? What? Huh? Looking like the fucking Crypt Keeper. Oh my God. It's an embarrassment, dude. It's not even an embarrassment because you can only be embarrassed by something that's connected to you. I'm not connected to this asshole. I'm not. Play this video the day that he fucking dies. I'm telling you, within 5 years, this dude is off the earth. This is 2016, 17, 8. We'll say it's 2017 because we're already at the fucking November. All right. So we'll say 2017, 2018, 2019, 20, 21, 22. By 2022, he's off the earth. Done. His career will be over and no one will care. Because he doesn't have a show. The only thing he has is these fake ass lyrics that he's been pushing off now just based on his vibrato. He's a known quantity, so anything that he does, people just go, oh, it's Lil Wayne. Somebody down the street could have said the same shit, it would have meant nothing, but because he said it, it's somehow brilliant. You see? So he's not a showman. You know, he walks around on stage in fucking his little fucking girly tights. You see what I'm saying? Doing nothing. There's no showmanship. You see? So it's not like you go to see like Michael or Janet or Madonna or somebody like this where there's a show. Like, oh, we're going to see your show. You see? So there will be nothing there. So 5 years, he's over. He's over. I proclaim. I proclaim on this day, within 5 years, this dude is dead. Period. Period. Completely ignorant. What? How? What's that? I'm not concerned about something that don't have nothing to do with me. Really? Really? Let's see you off your fucking tour bus, Wendy. Let's see you off the tour bus and in some fucking expensive car just driving in the wrong part of town. No security, no friends, no homeboys, no crew. Looking like fucking Crypt Keeper like you look. Let's see that. Let's film that. I'm over it. He's pathetic. But as I said, so are you. Because many of you listen to his shit and I ask you, why do you listen to Lil Wayne? It's just the way he say stuff. Really? Because Michael Eric Dyson is a very prolific and very profound intellectual speaker. Huh? Never going to hear any of his word patterns come out of the mouth of this Crypt Keeper. Won't happen. So that argument flies off the table. What else you got? Can't be the music. Because most of that shit is sampled from somebody else that was brilliant. So that flies off the table. What else you got? What you got? If you're a female, you can't be like, I just like Lil Wayne. He just look good because he looks like a fucking mopped up roach. So that's off the table. What else you got? Huh? I'm sorry, what? Huh? Huh? When you begin to pull back the layers, you realize there's nothing there but an empty shell that has been sold to you with a bunch of hype. It's like this Kim Kardashian bitch. There's nothing about her. Somebody say to me, describe Kim Kardashian in one word. I would say nothing. That's my word. Nothing. There's nothing going on there. She's not fucking beautiful. She's averagely, I don't even want to use the word. Damn it. But if she's moderately cute. There, I fucking said it. But I could go to the grocery store right now and see 20 chicks that look like that. So it's not some extraordinary beauty. It's not. Iman is an extraordinary beauty. Huh? Extraordinary. God damn it, Janet Jackson looks better than that bitch. So that's out. Her claim to fame is exactly what they've done with this roach right here. They sell you something and you've psyched yourself to believe that and will defend it. Just like the Christian bullshit. Complete lies sold to you, but you defend it. You just defend it and accept it. A lot of hype going on. A lot of hype. Today's generation has been ripped off. Ripped off. Ripped off. There's no more artistry. There's no creativity. There's no more showmanship. There's nothing going on but gimmicks. Just gimmicks. You know? And everybody cites this Carter album. Ain't shit on it. I got more talent on an ass hair. You see? Nothing going on. Nobody had to tell me about Kendrick Lamar. When I first heard that fucking swimming pool song on the radio, I didn't know who the fuck it was. I didn't know anything. Boom, it caught me. I don't know when I knew who that was. The moment I heard it, it caught me. I haven't heard a fucking thing by this asshole that has done that. And I won't. Let us be over this dude. And you should start saying your well wishes now if you got any to say. Because I'm being very nice, actually, by even giving it 5 years. His career will be over in less than that. But he will be off this earth within 5 years. It's a wrap. No one will care. He's a miserable roach. And he storms out of the interview as if she had asked him to fucking, recite the fucking countries of the earth alphabetically backwards or some shit, Like it was some profound question, and it wasn't. She hadn't asked him anything at the time that he walked out. That would have provoked that. Taking off microphones and shit. Because he was being put under the iron again. He doesn't have an answer. Because when he goes on a stage, all he's looking out is seeing white people. And that has a psychological effect as well. Do you understand me? I don't give a fuck. I've been on more stages than I can remember and gotten out of more limousines than I can count. But the ones that I remember is ones when my family was in the fucking audience or people I knew were in the audience. So now, shift that model. You're a black person. Forget it being family. You are on stages every fucking night. Every time you come about that fucking thing, it's not people that look like you. That's one thing if you're touring in the States all the time and all your audiences look like you and, some other people sprinkled in and stuff like that, and it's just kind of like a sea of people, okay, that's all good. But then, oh my God, here I am in Beijing, I'm in, Osaka, Japan or some shit. And of course, everybody out there is going to be, okay, well, that's a foreign audience, so okay, that's an experience. But you in fucking Kansas and it's white. You in Chicago and it's white. You in fucking Iowa, it's white. You in fucking New York, it's white. Everywhere you go, it's nothing but fucking white audiences. That shit begins to play on you. Whether you say it or not. Even if you don't want to admit it, your body has to admit it. The very cells of your body that make up your psyche. You long for your own. That's why when you put people in isolation, it's such a terrible thing, because as humans we need human contact, because we are human. We need that. We need it. Hold me, touch me, kiss me. Damn it. We need it. We need it. And at some point, you need to be around your own. I send you off to Croatia today. You're there for 6 months. Damn, I need to go back to the States, man. I don't understand the language. They don't eat what I eat here. Damn, you need to go back to what's familiar to you. All money is not good money. And that's what he understands. And on top of that, now, those are people making it out. If he had all black audiences and if most of his support was from black people, he'd be up there, he'd be fucking championing the champion for fucking Black Lives Matter and, against police brutality and all the bullshit. But he's beholden to massa. And massa's kids, because they're the ones that's buying his shit. And they're the ones that make up his fucking audiences. I think there was a shot of that in this clip that they played. Wait now. Look at it. Don't come at me with all that bullshit, that dumb shit, man. Fucking gremlin. My life matters, especially to my... Look at that. He's fucking Crypt Keeper, dude. Look at this shit. Look. Look. I don't feel connected to a damn thing. I ain't connected to me. As he sits up there in his size 1 shoe. See there, you, not the camera. See, he attacks her. This was a Whitney Houston moment, everybody. Remember, crack is whack, and I make too much money to do crack. That was look at the face. That is his Whitney moment. That's his Whitney moment, and we know just thereafter, down goes Whitney. So this is now, there's his crack is whack moment. Shortly thereafter, down goes little Wendy. There she goes. She's down. She's down. She's down. This is his fucking crack is whack moment. Not the cameraman. You. Look. With his painted on eyebrows. You. Or I don't know what the fuck's going on with his eyebrows. Does he have eyebrows? Can we check that? Does he have eyebrows? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyways. Lil Wayne is a disaster area. We need to all understand that. We need to understand that. And also, the fucking Jamaican contingency called, and they want their locks back, Little Wendy. Huh? Because I told y'all, I'm highly against, and anyone who wears fucking locks that's not down with blackness should be shot on fucking sight. That shit is not a fashion statement. It is a cultural expression. And it should connote a certain frame of mind. You don't just wear that shit because it's cute. Pick something else, goddammit. But you don't get to have fucking locks and you sit on Nightline and say this shit. Not the cameraman. You. You. With his little fucking burnt hands and shit. I can't with this dude. I can't. I don't need to. I just goddammit don't need to. Anyways, another shout out to Katia Joseph. Sister Katia Joseph. Terry Smith. And the crew. The one LVZ on the strength. Yeah. We're over Lil Wayne, everybody. And like I say, the last word was Dr. Boyce Watkins did a video from the airport saying that Little Wendy had apologized. Well, it wasn't really an apology. It was just sort of a, one of them half-hearted sort of and I don't know if I did anything type bullshit, whatever it was. Anyway, we don't need it. Because who's he apologizing to? You know what I mean? He said what he meant. And we didn't need this interview to do any validating of anything because we had already seen his colors. Like Dr. Maya Angelou used to say, when a person shows you who they are, believe them the first fucking time. For the love of God, believe it. Damn. Because the shit ain't gonna change. It's not. It's not going to change. They've shown you. You see? And as I said, this is his crack is whack moment. This is it. This is it. This is fucking it. I'm telling you. This is it. Down goes little Wendy. Down she goes. Down she goes. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Anyhow, I went a little. I invested more in this than I thought I needed to, or that I thought I would. I think the main takeaway, also, in addition to everything else that I've said up until now, is you also need to see this as a moment for you to look within inside your own soul. Because one of the other big things that is being, one of the big themes that's coming from him in each time that we've seen him and everything, that all of it, is this frame of mind that many of you are in as well. You somehow, you throw your entire asshole right out the window once you see a coin. Your morality, if you had any to begin with, your sense of righteousness, truth, fairness, loyalty, anything you want to put on the list, if you even possess those things to begin with, you're willing to throw all that shit out the window when a coin is involved. The mark of any human with integrity is nothing shakes the foundation. You understand? When you build a strong building, you build it for any fucking thing that's gonna come at that bitch. Fire, nuclear blast, or earthquake, or hurricane, don't matter. You have to think of your own constitution in that way. That's why I say you are a people without foundation. Foundation. Because nothing moves the foundation. His whole definition that everything in the world must be wonderful because I see coin. Huh? He may even, and I don't even believe this, but he may even almost, on certain days, he almost looks in the mirror and actually sees a model looking back at him. Just, random. Then he goes, oh, well, fuck, the money couldn't do that either. Damn it. You see, I'm still a gremlin. You see, nothing's going to change that. But that was the overarching thing that came out of this nightline even. He was sort of leading to that. Now that we have the benefit of this interview, we now look back at the ESPN piece and we go, well, that's what he was almost saying there. But he didn't quite get there. But essentially we could infer that even in that interview. In his mind, I have money, so it must be all good. And he's not alone in that thinking. Many of these rappers and even professional athletes, listen, they weren't brilliant people when they got into these crafts. You see? Little thug ass nigga that could play basketball was still a little thug ass nigga. Oh, now he's got the tattoos and the little fancy haircut and all of it, and they've kind of cleaned him up. But when you see them up there speaking on the mic, it takes them 20 minutes to answer a 2-second question. Why'd you lose the game today, fucking whoever? Uh, Coach say, we just, and Master, it just, they can't answer a question. There's not been any intellectual transformation. They just in a different space. That's all. That nothing changed about them. They're still the same individual. You got shit on your shoe in the hood. I drive you 2,000 miles to a palatial fucking compound, and you walk in. You still got shit on your shoe. The trip didn't do nothing. You still the same person. And all this, the masculinity used to be muscles and working out and having a job and had corns on your damn feet and knuckles and shit. You see what I'm saying? Not this pretty shit. That's been replaced now. You get a few tattoos, you're a sack of bones like fucking Wiz Khalifa or somebody, and oh my God, you're a model and you're hot. But a lot of these motherfuckers who would be probably some of the most homophobic people on the planet Earth have all had dicks shoved up their ass, huh? And now they grinning and canoodling with the gay fucking craft services people and the lighting people on their videos and the makeup artists and the assistants and all of it. They kikiing with them now. You see? The game is a grown-ass man, and I showed you guys in my picture that I did about the down low and sagging. He's on fucking stage in front of a sea of white people in tidy whities. Why is a grown man with children from the hood with tattoos all over his fucking body standing on a stage showing his fucking underwear to any human being? And he's a father. That's a prostitute, a bitch. You understand? That's why they have all these little beefs every fucking week. So-and-so's beefing with so-and-so. And these are little bitch wars. This is like, oh, you took my purse. You took my nail polish. It amounts to that for me when I hear it. But they're all fucking gay. All of them. And they need to just come out. Instead of selling this artificial image of masculinity and manhood that young boys and misguided adults are trying to follow and emulate. The average African boy, his definition of being a man is that he don't sleep with men and he's got 20 bitches and he talks with a deep voice. None of that shit is on the list of manhood. None of it. It's not even in the same universe. But this is what is sold now. This is what is sold. None of them are warriors. No warriors. What's his look supposed to be at? Who's supposed to fear him, everybody? Who's that for? Because his whole thing is he's defending Massa. Wait, now y'all want me to talk about black folks, but Massa paying me, and when I get on stage, Massa kids is looking at me. Y'all asking me too much. Quick, run me out this interview. Run me out here. Get me from here. That's what I hear. That's what I see. It was too much. And she represented for him in this Whitney moment us. He wouldn't have done that if she had been a white interviewer. In that moment, her black face was intimidating to him. You trying to get me in trouble with Massa. And he runs, he dashes, he traipses away from the fucking interview. Traipsed away. You see? You trying to get me in trouble with Massa and my burnt hand. With his little burnt hands and shit. He's a disaster, everybody. Put the yellow tape around him and declare it disaster area. That's what it is. That's what's going on. Put the caution tape up. But so many of you sell your ass when a coin is involved. Think about it. Have you done this in life? Forget his 150 million. Forget it. We don't need 150 million. We've seen motherfuckers go crazy over $10. You ready to throw everything? But they paying us though. But see, when you getting paid though, it's a different. Don't shit don't change. My raggedy ass is the same. I don't give a fuck what environment you put me in or whatever the fuck is going on. I am the damn it. I am the goddamn it. I am the Jedi, and that shit don't change from sun up to sundown, from birth to death. Give a damn, because that is what is known as integrity. You understand? You get on a plane in New York, you're gonna fly to fucking Moscow or some shit. No matter what you go through, a lightning storm, goddamn it, a hurricane, a wind thing or whatever they call the shit, turbulence and all the bullshit. None of that needs to matter to the integrity of that aircraft, or your ass is going down. You need that plane to stay the same. It don't change in the lightning and the wind and the rain. No, still flying. Still flying, no seatbelt sign, still going. See? Because the moment the integrity of that aircraft changes, your ass is done. Time up, homie. You need to think about that as a metaphor for your life. You're supposed to maintain your integrity through any environment or situation. You don't sacrifice your principles or your morals for shit. But they need to be intact and they need to be righteous to begin with. You see? He doesn't come with integrity. He doesn't come with a strong moral constitution. He is an ignorant leaf blowing in the wind. So it doesn't matter that you put him on Nightline. You can put him on the fucking blimp or the moon. It won't matter. He's still a fucking crypt keeper ass gremlin who doesn't know anything, who is not brilliant, who is a gimmick, who has been allowed to skate on this false image of some greatness that would be overshadowed and will be overshadowed when real talent is allowed to appear upon the earth. You understand? If Tupac was living right now, you don't have little Wendy skating around the earth doing anything. She'd be mediocre as she is. Huh? Put a period. Lil Wayne ain't shit. It's that simple. He's a confused little girl. That's what he is. Don't be fooled by the children and the wife and the girlfriend and he calling out bitches and shit. That's usually an extra sign. Any motherfucker got to always reference bitches and all that shit. They doing that to throw the stink off their own ass. You understand? That's a dick-seeking, moist booty ass, menstrual-looking, fucking eyebrowless, fucking burnt hands ass fucking crypt keeper. That's what we're looking at here. You see? Nah. Fuck that. I'm over it. You got to get up early instead of late to pull shit over on the Jedi. You just goddamn it do, which means your ass don't ever sleep. Check your own integrity, everybody. Check your own integrity. Because too many of us, all we see pervasive in the society, because unfortunately, we're not represented by any Muslims at all. So everybody that makes up your Lil Waynes and your coon class and your sellouts and anybody else you're going to name, they all identify on some level with that white man's Christian bullshit. Period. Period. Anybody you're going to name, make a list. Make a list. You won't find any Muslims anywhere on the list. Integrity. Integrity. You understand? Because integrity is close to God. Righteousness, you understand, is close to the Creator. All those things are close to the Creator. They're attributes of the Creator. You understand? And so when you're outside of that, you are, by default, you are not close to God. You are not. I tell you, you are not. And so you blow in the wind like this thing. You understand? His whole expression, everything about him says it. Everything about him. Everything about him. Everything about him tells you everything you need to know about this thing. Nothing to discover there. You understand? It's all right out there on the surface. We need more people with fucking integrity. Because all he's thinking about is his fucking money while he's up there. Not principle, not conviction, because he doesn't have any principles and convictions. Nothing. You know? Last thing I'll say about the little bitch is this. Because I'm a fair man. Somebody turned me on to something many years ago. It might have been one of my sisters. When they were like, "What's on Lil Wayne's cup?" And I just saw like a quick clip of him saying, "What is it your damn business of what's in my cup?" I backed him up on that. You know, still didn't make him a fucking model. He's still a fucking crypt keeper and a goddamn gremlin. So again, I'm consistent. You see what I'm saying? But I backed him up on that. Like, yeah, like fuck what's in his cup. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you concerned, bitch? You know. I keep it 100. But this piece of shit, and your ass needs to not only check your integrity and your character, your moral fabric and your principles. You got to be willing to sacrifice everybody, and you're not willing to do that. That's what I see in my people. I know your ass. I am you. But it goes back to what Michael Jackson said. Excuse me, what Michael Jackson said. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at your fucking self. Your ass. You. You. And then make a change. That's how you change the world. Each one making a commitment. How do we produce the next rap star who is talented? And we don't give a fuck if they're talented or not. Give a fuck. But how do we produce, finally, any star in any fucking area of entertainment or sports that is willing to sit in an interview like this and defend our people? To echo our struggle and our suffrage and all those things. And not sitting up there looking like a fucking androgynous little fucking burnt ass girl. He looks like an incest baby, quite frankly. Now that you really look at him, it's just there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. I can't. Anyways, you don't want to miss my next video, everybody. I was gonna put that information in this one, but I'm not gonna do it. It is a profound video that you need to fucking hear. You do. It will be an I told you so. It will be. Again, it's about reading the tea leaves, which you are not doing. You're not reading the tea leaves. You're not reading the tea leaves. You're just wandering through. Wandering. You know? And there's some shit that's about to hit right now. And I see it. But I already said it before. I'm gonna bring the shit home. You're gonna understand. You're going to understand. You see? And it kind of fits with this because, again, this is about Lil Wayne, but goddamn, it's about your black ass too. Because, unfortunately, he's not an accident. He's not an aberration. Too many of you are him. In some degree, in some expression, you are Lil Wayne. Just get it for yourself, and then that's it. That's it. And fight like hell to defend it. Instead of knowing that anything that comes to you, it is from the Creator. And if he can give it to you once, he give it to you again. You understand? You don't believe that. I always hear Christians say they don't have shit to say but about nobody but Jesus. But soon something good, I know that wasn't nothing but God. That wasn't nothing but God. Because they just sites now. You're fake. But as soon as the calamity happens, I don't ever hear them say, that ain't nothing but God. Then now they depressed and they gotta go see their pastor and all the bullshit. Nah. So you fake. You fake. We don't have the right type of morality. If he was a broke nigga, he would have been saying something different. But by his own language and in his mind, these cameras are here because me, I'm black. I know my life must matter. Yeah, it matters to use your ass to propagate that our shit don't matter. You're being used. And you don't get to tell me on one hand he's some genius, but he's not able to make this fucking connection. Wait a minute, I'm Lil Wayne. I look like a fucking burnt crisp, and I'm bullshit. Why would they want me to speak on this? I'm not profound. I'm not deep. He's not able to make that simple deduction, but you want me to believe that he's some brilliant writer? Give me a break. Give me a break. That's why I say you don't know brilliance when you see it. You don't know anything when you see it. My people don't know. You don't know God. You don't know faith. You don't know truth and righteousness. Our women don't know men when they see them. Huh? Our men don't know a woman when they see her. Everybody's blind. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Lost. Lost. You understand? There's a deposition I watched recently, Michael Jackson. I don't know who the fuck they thought Michael was. He was breaking it down to them, dude. And I'm a musician, and I could really appreciate it. But I don't think you even had to be a musician. If you just had watched that, you'd be like, dude. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker can't break down anything. Anything. If he was that brilliant, where's the Lil Wayne School of fucking music theory, everybody? I'd like to see that so I could apply to that university. I'd like to do that. Huh? This is a gimmick. Gimmick. Watch my next video. This is the Jedi.